Hello and welcome back to Wrestling at Mom's Basement. This is our SmackDown, NXT, and 205 Live review video for the week of May 14th. Well, May 15th for SmackDown and 16th for NXT. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right was to find a Prince Harry of his own, Joe Bonito.
I found one.
Who is it?
Ricky. This.
I'd rather have Prince Harry.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, some guys just want the romance.
Alright.
Some guys just want that Prince Charming.
The May 15th episode.
And not a total whore.
Of SmackDown Live rolled into the United Kingdom on Tuesday night and was headlined by Money in the Bank matches, qualifiers. Championship match stipulations were decided, and new qualifiers for the match were determined, and new title bout was added to the card, courtesy of England's own Paige. Because Paige was there.
Yes.
Oh shit, here. Paige here.
Paige here. I'm getting better at doing the accent in that.
It's not Jamaican, yeah?
Yeah.
Who emerged each of nice matches include Andrade's in-ring debut, two on the main roster. Open segment, Daniel Bryan destroyed Big Cass.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan pretty much destroyed Big Cass. That's what you could say about it.
Yeah, they had Bryan Punk Cass out here. He beat him at Backlash, and yet I think the rivalry's continuing. I'm not sure this might have been the end of the rivalry.
Yeah. Yeah, he pretty much pulled the Harley Race. He hooked the leg.
Yeah.
And tried. It looked like he was trying to break it.
Yeah, so if it's continuing, I don't know why, because hasn't Cash been diminished enough now?
Yeah.
Have we not already established how awesome Bryan is? Selfishly, can we just get Bryan back into the WWE title picture too, so him and AJ Styles can tear the house down in arenas across the country? Those are the questions I need answers. If anyone that works for WWE realizes how generic Cass's theme song is,
Yeah.
it sounds like something from Random Jobber #1 will come out too.
It kind of sounds like a jobber version of Colt's personality. Like that beginning.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I was going to say Random Jobber that was about to get demolished by Gangrel on an episode of Sunday Night Heat in 1999.
That works too.
It's that bad.
Then when he comes out, he blocks the C and his name on the Titantron.
Right.
So it always looks like big ass.
Yes. Up next, the New Day Big E and Xavier Woods defeated the Bar with the New Day picks which member qualifies for the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, to me the match was fine. It's interesting to see what direction they're gonna go with New Day. Who's gonna be the singles person in the Money in the Bank match? From all reports, it seems like Vince is very interested in pushing Big E. However, I can also see Xavier being put in there because it looks like they've been pushing really hard.
Yeah.
And again, what's a ladder match without Kofi at this point? So I can really see all three of them being added to the match.
I think only one's going to be though.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to be.
I think it's going to be between Big E, Kofi, or Xavier.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards those two, but I can easily see Kofi being added to because it's Kofi in a ladder match.
I can see Big E, Kofi, or Xavier. There we go.
Yeah.
I think it's those three out of the whole group.
I'm pretty sure it's one of those three. I'm pretty sure it's not the Unicorn.
When New Day's doing something productive, their in-ring work is tag teams nearly unparalleled. They have wicked chemistry with Sheamus and Cesaro. That was on full display here. Xavier's become such a polished pro that argument consistently made that he's the best wrestler to 3-2, dare I say.
Yeah.
His hot tag's one of the best in the business, and the intensity he shows one-time culture is fantastic. Sheamus and Cesaro feel like they've taken a step back since losing to Braun and Nicholas at WrestleMania, but their stay consistency between the ropes is a stable their work is that will give them a renewed push, I'm sure.
Yes.
Up next was the Royal Celebration, and Asuka being revealed by Paige to be Carmel's opponent, Lady Banks.
I know we talked a little bit about this the day after, but I actually didn't have a problem with Carmella in this segment. Again, she's just been a heel getting heat, essentially. And this time it's just a little bit more creative and flair and an embellishment of what's happening in the news in England right now and being in England. And Carmella, to me, she seems like she's actually been wonderful at trying to get heat. Be it her annoying voices, be it her replaying video packages over and over and over again, and even getting beaten up or shown up, essentially, in this one. I think Asuka should definitely go ahead and win this match when it happens in Money in the Bank.
Better get that Cena, some Cena love than get that Asuka.
Yeah, if Carmella's to keep her title, and there's an easy joke to make there with Cena that was probably too sexist even for us.
Cena's getting hard in there.
Yeah.
I want to say
he's getting his money.
I want to say it's FABULOUS now.
Yes.
Because when you go from Nikki to Carmella, you can't be that fabulous.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not judging the woman based off their looks, just I am. Yeah. But that's besides the point.
Yes. What did you think of the celebration? The royal celebration?
It could have been done in a less lengthy manner.
It did take some time.
That did not understandable. Carmella was kind of came off to me as more grating on my nerves than effective in her role as a heel. Like I wanted to mute the TV and not actually watch the show. And the reveal of Asuka's double contender could have been accomplished in a backstage segment that did not yield nearly as much television time as did. Yeah, it's nice to spotlight the woman, but in a segment that worthless, it does that will tell anyone involved, so it's not all worth it in the end. And I'm complimenting this segment.
I'm not sure whether it was a compliment, no.
Yeah, I said Asuka was revealed as the number one contender. Up next, Becky Lynch defeated Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville to qualify for the Women's Money Bank ladder match.
Yeah, the result of this match actually shocked the hell out of me. I thought they were going to continue Becky's storyline of not being sure of herself and going on a losing streak. I actually thought who's going to win was Sonya. I thought they were going to get Sonya the spot in Money in the Bank match. However, I am very happy Becky Lynch is in there because we don't have Sonya and or Mandy in the Money in the Bank match. However, with that being said, I thought the match was actually pretty solid.
I thought Mandy carried the match, made it all to look good. Like considering Becky and Sonya's inexperience, I thought they worked well with the vet.
No, I thought Sonya and Mandy held their own. And Becky shined bright.
Oh, you're good. Becky cried for being the best in the ring with the interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting, Dave.
How's that interesting?
You didn't want her to win?
No, I wanted her to win, but I just didn't think she was.
Becky's repeatedly questioned her own abilities in recent weeks and losing straight matches. That chase here, she exercised her demons and at the duo formerly known as Absolution. Becky's one of the best workers in the entire women's division, but she's been widely unutilized for the better part of last year. It's a shame, but one can only hope this is the start of a renewed push that maybe reintroduces her to prominence on brand she once was champion on not that long ago.
Yeah.
And Mandy's entrance needs some work. Mandy, come to me. I'll show you how to do this sexy walk naturally.
Well, hey, when Kelly had a problem strip teasing or whatever she was doing.
Right.
I'm not sure if you can call it stripping, but strip teasing.
Vince helped her.
Yeah, Vince was the one that was trying to teach her how to do it.
And Shinsuke Nakamura defeated AJ Styles. Now Shinsuke gets some pick the simulation for their match at Money in the Bank.
To me, I thought this was actually Nakamura and AJ's best match together in WWE. I thought that this match is what I was expecting from them all. And it's also interesting to see Nakamura picking up the win.
Normally these situations the faces pick.
Yeah.
Get the solution.
Which says to me that AJ's probably winning it.
Right.
And probably holding on to the title, probably for Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
However, again, I thought this was an excellent match. Probably my favorite match on SmackDown.
Oh, my fault. I just skipped the part. My fault. Before I told him this, Andrade debuted, and for some reason I didn't write nothing down. Andrade debuted too, and defeated Hayes and Talons, the leading club permanent, put SmackDown one.
Okay, I'll give a short review of it. Thumbs up for me.
Yeah. And Zelina's spicy.
That she is.
And now.
And single. And Joe's setting up the slider in his DMs.
Yeah, why couldn't Aries be there tonight? 4 minutes tonight, House of Hardcore. I could have told him thank you. I want to tell him like late last year when we met him that you're old enough to be her grandfather. So, and you got Liz true.
Yeah.
Maybe not that old, but still her great grandfather.
Well, there was a period where he did look like a grandfather when he shaved his head and shaved his beard.
Yeah, when he was White Pitbull.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy for him that he finally let my dreams come true.
Yeah.
Zelina has always been my dream since I was in kindergarten.
And hey, one more her age than he is.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think she's only in December before us. I think that's what her birthday is.
Yeah, so
Don't ask me how I know that.
I have thoughts about her since the 5th grade.
You probably don't want that answer.
I have thoughts about her since maybe the 6th, 7th grade, so. Okay, I'm good.
When she was
I had a crush on
5
her.
years away from being a wrestler.
I had a crush on her when we were in grade school.
When she wasn't even a wrestler.
Yeah, well, she was the same age as us. I always pictured her in my head. Now I'm at the AJ Nakamura, and I might stalk her one. Well, I was still known about tomfoolery surrounding Low Blow. This is by far AJ then. Nakamura's best match in WWE to date. The drama, the crowd, and intensity they came together, creative thing of beauty in that one. I hope they can improve upon Money in the Bank. Nakamura's clearly had more fun as a heel, and it shows his performances. The mind games he's playing with AJ have made for a true story. Even the execution by Dave Crave has always been perfect by it. So it's something in the true story.
Yeah.
Now it should be interesting what Triple H Nakamura chooses for what should be their final match, I'm guessing, in the series. On 205 Live, Tyler Bate, to about the show, Tyler Bate defeated TJP, Kalisto, and Kenny Williams in a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah, I thought the match was really good. I thought it was a strong match to showcase Kenny Williams in. And to the American audience who doesn't really know that much about Tyler Bate, which they probably do, but the ones that didn't, I thought he also had a strong showcase as well.
They should know him by now. He's like a 50-year-old that's only like 20. He looks like 40.
Yeah, he's got a very Arn Anderson style to him.
Yeah,
for being a 20-year-old man.
Yes. A very good match. Tyler Bate picked up the win and a nice bit of storytelling too. That I'm not sure too many people took notice of on who he pinned. Alright, apparently I'm not the person to take too much notice of. TJP, because last time Tyler Bate was on 205 Live in Philly, TJP screwed him out of the first round.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Out of the Cruiserweight Championship tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, there you go. That's why they call me the genius. They, as in you all, call me the genius.
He's the professor. He's definitely the Mike Tenay out of the two of us.
Yeah.
I just come up with a weird saying, so I'm Tony Schiavone.
Or Mark Madden.
Or Mark Madden. No, I'd rather be Tony
Or
Schiavone.
Marty Rahim.
Yeah, that might be me.
Or is that too much? Is that too much of a compliment?
That's probably too much of a compliment.
Alright.
I'll go with Tony
Scott
Schiavone. I think I'm more likely to say this is the greatest night in the history of our sport.
I think they said that at the Match of the Beach Tale in the next review.
Yeah.
And in the main event, Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Flash Morgan Webster defeated Drew Gulak, Joseph Connors, and James Drake with Mustafa Ali in the 054 on Drew Gulak for the
Again, another good showcase for the guys that we're first seeing from the for the UK tournament coming up, and the ones we also hadn't seen already. This was probably my favorite of the two on the show. I thought it was just a very strong 6-man tag.
Yeah, it was a strong 6-man tag. One of two strong 6-man tags on this week's TV.
Yes.
Prior to match that night for 205 Live. Yeah. I have a lot to say right now.
There's a lot to say.
Good showcase for the UK guys too.
Yes.
For the tournament coming up. I believe the week of Money Back is. And now on NXT, kick things off with the Kansas City Tommaso Ciampa's opening promo.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa has pretty much been straight up killing it in his promos. Even where he doesn't say a word. He came out being obsessively soft, teasing everybody that Johnny Gargano's music, and then saying that he's not going to show up because he's sitting home with a neck brace. And then Candice comes out and gets the babyface sympathy for being a former friend of Ciampa and Gargano's wife. I thought it was an excellent opening promo.
On most shows like this, the story between Johnny and Ciampa probably should have concluded in New Orleans, but this isn't that kind of story. But the aftermatch was thoroughly entertaining with superb heel work from Tommaso. Kansas was solid here in her role, staying up for her man. In doing so, though, she essentially made Ciampa's point for him.
Yeah.
She was defending her man rather than having Gargano out there doing it himself. The time will come, of course, in a rematch between the former DIY teammates will be not epic. Given the bill from one year to the next, one kind of hook or story ends in fitting fashion. On this, Lacey Evans defeated Brandi Lauren.
I thought it was a very strong showing for Lacey Evans. I really did like that second moonsault she did. That was actually a thing of beauty. There's not actually a lot of women that can actually pull off a picture-perfect moonsault. I thought she did there. So if she's going to use that as part of a moveset, I give that a thumbs up all the way. And I prefer that being her finisher. I'll agree with Joe this one. I saw it with him. And he said that he preferred that over her punch to the face.
The ladies' race.
Finisher, yeah. The name's good.
Yeah.
But it's not a good ending move.
No. The rivalry between Lacey and Kyrie is the sound off secondary program. It does feel like it hasn't gone anywhere yet, though. I will say that since its inception. At some point, I said eventually one of the two ladies get an upper hand, but that's not the case. Instead, they take turns getting one over the other. But there's been no real next step for the face to get behind. With that said, Lacey is much better as a heel than she was as a babyface.
Yeah.
And she's been enjoying to watch her embrace her inner bad Southern girl. Left from back in the town. I just see her sipping lemonade on the lanai. Okay, that was like Golden Girls. Should I continue?
Yes.
Before I age myself here.
Yes.
I'm like 60. It sounds like I'm like 60 or 70.
You're 27.
Oh, well, I'm almost 60. I did see her sipping them.
Yep. Her drinking some sweet tea.
Yes.
Out on a porch in a rocker.
Off camera, I gotta tell you something about that. Up next.
Okay, so we're gonna hide that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Ricochet and Velveteen Dream went to a no contest and Lamar Sullivan interfered.
For the short time we got it, Velveteen versus Ricochet was excellent. It was just two athletic men just showing off our athletic prowess.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lars got the heat by interrupting that for full sell. He got mega heat too for it.
Yeah,
He should.
Yeah, the little bit we see was very good. From Ricochet and Velveteen. I am hoping NXT don't get some backlash for the sudden Lars push though out of nowhere.
I'm gonna say it's out of nowhere though.
Yeah, he hasn't been seen in recent weeks.
That's true, yeah.
Since New Orleans.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's proved countless times he's a count a big guy. As showing the ladder match has proved that. But his only fuse bill would kill you, really. And that's hard enough to warrant a shot at the most prestigious title on the ring, too. So, I will say, for recent NXT title...
That actually may be a spoiler for future weeks.
Well, you know where it's going.
Odds are you've probably seen spoilers if you don't. Sorry about the spoiler.
There are 3 feud for the title shot. Hello. Ricochet Velveteen went to a no contest. I think you know where it's going. If Lars is again the championship match, then what I just said is completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure you know where it's going. If that is the championship match, it is. I'm probably gonna say it's probably the Crave needs to come on a good story for it because it feels like the most lackluster NXT title match in a while on Takeover.
Well, I'm guessing it's not gonna be the main event.
No, it's definitely not gonna be the main event. But I'm talking about in terms of title matches, it's probably one of the more lackluster ones.
Probably, yeah.
Up next, Conan Reeves defeated Raul Mendoza.
Well, the match was fine for what it was, but I'm still not 100% sold on Conan Reeves. I'm not sure if I'll ever be. Where I've said about Velveteen, maybe it was on these videos the first time, but then I just had to see a little bit more of him, and I thought he had to work things out a little bit and pat things down, or I had to get used to it. Any one of those things. I'm not sure if I can actually do that with Conan Reeves. There's really nothing there to grab onto, to me. He's like as tall as JBL, but looks like a Hawaiian John Morrison. And doesn't wrestle like either of them.
I told you Valentino was a star, and I'm going to need to step up. Anyway. I was right. I don't need to brag, but I am.
Alright, so Mr. Wright, what do you think of Conan Reeves?
He looks like a star, but there's a lot keeping him from becoming one. So Mr. Wright is accurate so far. Well, call me accurate, because I hope that you prove it wrong. Because Triple H has been putting a lot of time and effort into this character. It's been weeks built up for this. He's been on the show 2 on the list. His moveset's all that dynamic. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Because he's a dynamic moveset. He might have charisma somewhere. Hopefully he can use that to overcome his deficiencies. Perhaps it's the presentation of his character, because I don't really know what his character is, either. Or the lack of energy behind it, myself is not clicking. Still, for squash match, this is an acceptable sprint that was carried by Raul, but whatever. So, there's what Mr. Wright had to say. Okay. Mr. Accurate. Right now I'm accurate. I might be wrong, but right now I'm accurate. In the main event, the Dane Burch and Oney Lorcan defeat the Undisputed Era in a 6-man tag team match.
For me, that was my match of the week. I thought it was a really good 6-man tag. I thought it was an excellent showing from all 6 guys. And we also got a little bit of good storytelling where I was going to say Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, not being the tag team for years, that obviously O'Reilly and Fish were, showed a little bit of an experience with each other, where they sort of ran into each other, and I believe it was Oney Lorcan picked up the pin.
Danny off the wheelbarrow.
Danny, thank you. Danny and Oney got the DDT, and Danny picked up the win.
Yeah, my match of the week, Red Hot match, which the right team went over. Is there any points for continuation of the program, which obviously is. Burch and Lorcan have been the cornerstones of NXT. Guys who repeatedly always go while waiting for their opportunity to shine, so they have it now, and they keep on turning performances against the elite wrestlers like the Undisputed Era. They don't see that push they deserve for so long. The loss here does not hurt the heels, if anything, gives them shoulder opponents going forward. Botch of the week?
Botch of the week for me was probably Nia, Charlotte, and Ronda's promo to announce Ronda versus Nia.
Right.
That thing was just awkward to me. Like they didn't really have anything. Like, oh, Nia, just challenge Ronda. And then Charlotte, you can woo afterwards, and you three just walk off together, hand in hand, to go get a drink at the
cafe.
At the Starbucks. It was just an awkward setup, an awkward
They both look
execution.
like three happy sisters.
Exactly.
Skipping away, hugging each other, like real nice sisters.
Yeah.
So on the topic of sisters, my botch of the week belongs to the Sami Zayn promo. Not so much Sami, but we know where this is going on Monday night, and you could bet your ass I'm more likely to show them out on Monday night's review of Raw.
Probably.
So I'm just going to go with that because I know what that's leading to.
That was a close second for me. However, Sammy pulled out his own man glasses, and I that can never be the bad thing of the week.
So I didn't hate Carmella's celebration. I thought it was okay. It just went only 20 minutes too long.
I don't think it went 20
No,
minutes.
it was a 10. It went on like 5 minutes too long. That was the point. Show of the week.
Show of the week. I think I do have it.
Okay.
Alright, do you have yours?
Yeah.
Alright, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. NXT.
Both. I don't want SmackDown because I like SmackDown's middle more than NXT's middle. There you go.
Okay. For me, I thought NXT had pretty good storyline progression this week. And even in the squash matches, I thought Conan Reeves was just fine. And I didn't really think negatively towards it. I thought Lacey Evans did a fantastic job. I thought the 6-man tag was clearly the match of the week this week. And I also thought the show opened pretty strong with Candice and Ciampa.
I thought the bookends of NXT, the quarters of NXT were good. The middle, I did have some questions about. As you know, Lacey was the Kyrie Lacey feud needs some more heat behind it. The Ricochet Velveteen, I'm worried about the potential Aleister Lars lackluster title match. And the Coda's Coda. That it was kind of middle of the shit that drug it down tag for me. Raw was the worst shit of the week if you're interested.
I'll agree with that, yes. Yes, it was.
That was by far the worst shit of the week.
Yeah. It was an oddly awkward show for being in England where they usually have their crap together.
Yeah. The other three shows were perfectly fine in England.
Yeah.
The other two shows were fine in England.
Yeah.
That one wasn't. Out next, WCW Bash at the Beach 1997 review.
Yes.
See you then.
See you then.